Chapter 6 Cubes and Cube Roots. First question, which of the following numbers are not perfect cubes? So first we have to do the prime factorization of each number and make the group of 3. If we are getting all the prime numbers as the group of 3, then we can say that are perfect cubes, otherwise not perfect cubes. We can see, check the first one, 216. Here when we are doing prime factorization of 216, we are getting 2 3 times and 3 also 3 times. That means 2 and 3 have a group of 3. So we can write here 2 and 3 have formed a group of 3. Here a group of 3. So we can write 216 is a perfect cube. Here next number 128. When we are doing the prime factorization of 128, here we are getting 7 2's. So we can group that as group of 3. 2 set of group of 3 that we are getting, and 1 2 is left. So that means we can write here 2 is left without making a group of 3. Therefore this number 128 is not a perfect cube. Now third number 1000. 1000 when we are doing the prime factorization, 3 2's and 3 5's. That means first group of 2, here group of 5. 2 and 5 have formed group of 3 in each, and there is no other number or no number left. Therefore 1000 is a perfect cube. Now here next number 100. 100 when we are doing the prime factorization, 2 2's and 2 5's. That means not the group of 3. Here 2 and 5 have not formed a group of 3. Therefore 100 is not a perfect cube. Next number 46,656. When we are doing, we are getting 2 set of 2 and 2 set of 3. That means group of 2 and 3. 2 and 3 have formed groups of 3. No number left there. So we can write 46,656 is a perfect cube. Second question, find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be multiplied to obtain a perfect cube. First number is 243. So first we have to prime factorize that number. 243 we can divide by 3, again by 3, so here we can see it is equal to group of 3 1, that into 3 into 3. To make a group of 3, one group we got, then 2 3's are there, one more 3 we need. So we can write 3 is the smallest number to multiply 243 to make a or to get a perfect cube. So we can write 3 is the number required to make a group of 3. Therefore the smallest number to be multiplied is 3. To make 243 is a perfect cube. Next number is 256. Here 256 when we are doing the prime factorization, 2 set of group of 3, that means 2 is getting. Here group of 3, this also we can. Then 2 times 2 is there. We need one more 2 to make a group of 3. So we can write 2 is the number required to make a group of 3. Therefore 2 is the smallest number to be multiplied with 256 is 2. Next number 72. When we are doing the prime factorization, 3 2's and 2 3's. So one more 3 we need to make a group of 3. So 3 is the number required to make a group of 3. Therefore the smallest number to be multiplied with 72 is 3. Now fourth number, that is 675. When we are prime factorizing 675, here 3 times 3 and 2 times 5. So to group that group of 3, we need one more 5. So 5 is the smallest number to be multiplied. Next number, that is 100. After prime factorization, here we can see 2 times 2 is here. 2 times 5 also there. So we need one more 2 and one more 5 to make a group of 3. We can write here 2 and 5 are the numbers required to make a group of 3. Therefore, the smallest number to be multiplied is 2. One more 2 we need and one more 5. So 2 into 5, 10. 10 is the smallest number to be multiplied with 100 to make a perfect cube. Third question, find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be divided to obtain a perfect cube. First one, 81. And we are factorizing 81, we are getting 4 times 3. So we can group of 3. One set here we are getting, and 1 3 is extra there, left out there without the group. That means group of 3 we have to make a perfect cube. Now here the question, find the smallest number by which must be divided. So 3 is the number, the smallest number to be divided. 81. So that means we can write that is 81 by 3, which is equal to 27, is a perfect cube. (27) is a perfect cube. So we can write 3 is the smallest number, or the required smallest number to be divided is 3. The required smallest number to be divided is 3. Here second number, 128. When we are dividing, factorizing, here we are getting 2 set of or group of 3 and 1 2 is remaining. So that is left out without the group. So we can divide 128 by 2, 64, which is a perfect cube. So 2 is the smallest number to be divided, 128. To make a perfect cube, that is 64. Next number, 135. Here we are getting 3 3s and 1 5. 5 is left out without the group. So 5 is the required number, the smallest number to be divided. When we are dividing 135 with 5 is equal to 27. 27 is a perfect cube. 192 we can write as 2 cube into 2 cube into 3. So 3 is left out without the group. So 192 divided by 3, we are getting 64, which is a perfect cube. So 3 is the smallest number required to be divided 192 to make a perfect cube. Next number, 704, that we can write as after prime factorization 2 cube into 2 cube into 11. 11 is without the group. So when we are dividing 704 by 11, 64, which is a perfect cube. That means 11 is the required smallest number to be divided. Fourth question. Parikshit makes a cuboid of plasticine of sides 5 cm, 2 cm, 5 cm. How many such cuboids will he need to form a cube? Cuboid to convert to make a cube. For that, here the sides are given. Sides of the cuboid is equal to 5 cm, 2 cm and 5 cm. Therefore, volume of the cuboid volume of the cuboid is equal to length into breadth into height, LBH. which is equal to 5 into 2 into 5. Means 50 centimeter cube is the volume of the cuboid. How many such cuboids need to make a cube? Here 50 we got. Factorize that 50. When we are factorizing, we are getting 50 is equal to 2 into 5 into 5. So to make a perfect cube, we need we need 2 more 2's. 2 into 2. We need 2 more 2's, and here only 2 5's. We have to make a group of 3. So 1 more 5 we need. So we need 2 2's and 1 5. Which is equal to 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 5, 20. So 20 is the required number or the number of cuboids required to make a perfect cube. 20 cuboids required to make a cube. That is, to make a perfect cube, we must have 2 into 2 into 5. That means 20. That into this 50. 50 is the volume of the cuboid. Like that type of 20 cuboids we need to make that a perfect cube. Therefore, the required number of cuboids is equal to 20. If we are picturizing that question, we can see like that way it is coming. Cuboid is a cube. To make a perfect cube, we need this the dimensions of the cuboid: 5 centimeter, 2 centimeter, and 5 centimeter. And arranging this cuboid, 20 cuboids, when we are arranging, that will become a perfect cube. Length, cube means length, breadth, height, everything same. So 20 cuboids we required. Exercise 6.2. Find the cube root of each of the following numbers by prime factorization. First one, 64. When we are doing, we can see here 2 set of 2 we are getting. That means one group of 3. So 2 groups of 3. That means we are getting. So cube root of 64. Cube root of 64, which is equal to, from each group we can take one number. 2, from here also 2, which is equal to 4. So we can write the cube root of 64. That is cube root of 64 is equal to 4. Next number 512. When we are doing it, here we are getting 9 times 2. So we can write a group of 3. 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube. Then cube root of 512, which is equal to 1, 2 from each group. 2 into 2 into 2, which is equal to 8. That means cube root of 512 is equal to 8. Next number is 10,648. 2 3 times, 11 3 times. So we can write cube root of 10,648 is equal to 1, 2 from the first group and 11 from here. That means 22. So we can write cube root of 10,648 is equal to 22. Here 27,000, we are getting 2 cube into 3 cube into 5 cube. So cube root of 27,000 is equal to 2 into 3 into 5, 30. 15,625 is equal to 5 cube. 5 cube into 5 cube. So cube root of 15,625 is equal to 5 into 5, 25. Here 13,824, we are getting 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube into 3 cube. So cube root of that number is equal to 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 3, 24. Next number 1,10,592. After factorizing, we will get 4 set of 2, group of 3, and 1 group of 3. So from each one, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, that means 48. That means cube root of 1,10,592 is equal to 48. So the number 46,656. Prime factorization. After that we are getting 2 cube into 2 cube into 3 cube into 3 cube. Then cube root of that is equal to 1 from each group. So 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, 36. Next one, 1,75,616. 1,75,616. After prime factorization, we are getting group of 2 3 times and group of 7 1 time. From that, 1 from each group. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 is equal to 56. Cube root of that number, that is 56. Here 91,125. 3 cube into 3 cube into 5 cube. Cube root of that number is equal to 45. So we can write cube root of 91,125 is equal to 45. Second question, state true or false. First one, cube of any odd number is even. It is false. We can check through examples. Cube of any odd number. For example, 3. 3 is an odd number. Cube of that 3 odd number, which is equal to 27. So cube of any odd number, that is odd only, is coming here in this example. So not even. The statement is false. Second one, a perfect cube does not end with 2 zeros. That is true. Cube always end with 3 zeros or multiple of 3 number of zeros. Next one, if square of a number ends with 5, then its cube ends with 25. That is true. Example, 5 square ending with 5 square is equal to 25 and 5 cube is equal to 625. Here saying the square of a number ends with 5. Square of this number ends with 5. Then its cube ends with 25. The cube of the same number that ends with 25. That is true. Next one, there is no perfect cube which ends with 8. That is false. We know that 2 cube is equal to 8. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8. So ends with 8. Or 12 cube, same way. That also ending with 8. Next one, the cube of a 2-digit number may be a 3-digit number. Cube of a 2-digit number. So the smallest cube, that is 10. We know that. That statement is false. Example, the smallest 2-digit number is 10. So 10 cube when we are taking, that is coming 1000. Here 4 digits are there. 4 digits. Here it's given the cube of a 2-digit number may be a 3-digit number. The smallest 2-digit number 10, its cube is coming with 4 digits. So this statement is false. Next one, sixth one. The cube of a 2-digit number may have 7 or more digits. That statement also false. Example, the highest 2-digit number, that is 99. Highest 2-digit number is 99. Its cube is coming as 9,70,299. That means 6 digits are there in 99. May have 7 or more digits. The highest 2-digit number 99, its cube is coming with a 6 digit only. So it will not come 7 or more than that, more digits. That statement is wrong, false. Last one. The cube of a single digit number may be a single digit number. That is true. We know that, for example, 1 cube is equal to 1 itself, or 2 cube, that is equal to 8, a single digit number here, only one digit. So this statement is true.